Hi everyone, in today's job we are re-grouting these tiles. They're a bit wobbly, that's why the previous grouts were cracking, and the reason being is that the tiles were not fitted properly. The adhesive was not distributed throughout. It was like dab and dot. That's why if you look, when I tap, it sounds like it's hollow underneath. So that's what we are gonna do. I'm not sure if you can see. It's moving, so we are using this Milwaukee tool with a specific carbide tip that's specific for grinding out the grout. So here we are. Okay, so we have completely digged into the grouting with the multi-tool and hoovered properly. What we're going to do next is to pour down some water in order to make the grout flow underneath better and also stick better. And the reason being is that, like I said, these tiles were wobbly, and that's the only way to secure it. So we're gonna fill in some water. And yeah, like so, making sure they go in. Not a great amount of water, but just a little bit to wet the surfaces and get the dust to dissolve into the grout properly. Alright, so what I'm doing now, I'm going around looking for these gaps, because what I really wanted to do a really good job so that these tiles will never ever wobble again. So I want to make sure that every little hole is filled with this grout, and that's why I'm waiting for them to sink in. And let me show you, for example, here it sinked in now, so I have to come back and fill it in again. And yeah, so after that I'll be wiping it down with a piece of towel and a sponge, and that will be it. Okay, now that the grout a little bit settled and is hardening, but it's not completely set, I'm going over it with this rubber trowel, whatever it's called. And yeah, actually, grout is spreading a square, whatever, not a square. It's excreting, a squee. Okay, so I've mixed a bit of grout with water, and this is what I'm using, flexible wall and floor grout from Mapei. And yeah, so it's watery because it has to seep in and go all the way underneath the tiles to make sure they don't wobble. That's why I've been dead serious about getting it clear, all the joints properly with multi-tool, and also making sure there's enough moisture so that the grout sticks and moves. So yeah, I need to add a bit more water to the bottom of it. So yeah. Okay, now that the grout is starting to set, but it's not completely set, it's still like butter, I'm cleaning the tiles surface with it and taking the extra away so that whatever is left can be cleaned with a sponge. So as you can see, I just pass it over gently, and it creates a nice and neat line. You see? So I go over it a few times until it's completely a straight line. And I continue that like so, all the way everywhere. Make sure they're all filled in properly. So it's very important to clean the tile surface because it will be a nightmare to clean them off when it sets. So that's why you have to clean. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm using this screwdriver to go over the joints like this and to get it to exactly the same width as they are, get any extras off, and also kind of push them down so that it's nice and neat, not nice. Yeah. Okay, so the grout is nearly dried and I took most of the extras off the surface. So I'm using a piece of cloth or a tissue here to just clean the edges and the surface, and to get this beautiful finish like this. Okay, so the job is nearly done. We've cleaned the extra dust away. What I like to do for my final touch is to add a little bit of water, because these grouts are cement based and they like water to harden properly. Without water they will become powder like. I mean, they won't, but it's better. I like to keep them moist a little bit more. So, and it also gives it a shine. I just go with my finger here over the joints. Gives it a extra bit of shine and smoothness when you add a little bit of water at the end. Okay, so that's it. Okay, final step, piece of towel, cleaning properly. Okay, this is the final product, regrouted, and all the tiles are completely firm. They're not going anywhere. Hope you found that useful.